Other shows we have for you to enjoy at myclassicradio.net. The Avengers was most certainly not a household name in South Africa prior to the radio series. With no national television service until 1976, the mechanism simply was not present in the country to show television programs to mass audiences. While many other countries reveled in the filmed adventures of John Steed and company, South Africa was not equipped to join in the fun. The series took Britain by storm and made a major impression in the American markets, being that greatest of rarities, a British series given a network transmission slot. However, as a filmed series, rather than a videotaped one, The Avengers was able to gain a modicum of exposure in South Africa through film rentals. Come and listen at myclassicradio.net. Other shows we have for you to enjoy at myclassicradio.net. 21 Precinct was a police drama broadcast on CBS from July 7, 1953, to July 26, 1956. It initially served as a summer replacement for My Friend Irma. The show was produced in cooperation with the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association of City of New York and adaptations from True Criminal in New York. The Policeman's Point of View. Historically, the 21st Precinct had been located near Gramercy Park, Manhattan. In 1929, the department reorganized the precinct numbering, and 21st designation was discontinued. No such precinct existed during the run, nor does a 21st precinct exist. However, the fictional precinct's territory closely corresponds to that of the Upper Side's 23rd precinct since 192. Come and listen at myclassicradio.net.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed effortlessly adjusts and responds to both of you. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. During our lowest prices of the season, save up to $1,000 on Sleep Number 360 Smart Beds, plus special financing, only for a limited time. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
If you're a movie collector, you need Movies Anywhere. It pulls your favorite purchase movies from participating digital retailers into one central place, so you can finally say goodbye to scattered movie collections and hello to an organized library. With Movies Anywhere, you can watch your favorite movies on any compatible device, whenever and wherever you want. Ready to grow and enjoy your digital collection? Visit moviesanywhere.com/welcome and register for free. Registration with Movies Anywhere required. Open to U.S. residents 13 and over.
Call all hands. Beat to quarters. Run out the guns. Stand by the starboard battery.
One broadside into it, if you please, Captain Bush.
Pointers on target. Linstops ready. Aye, aye, sir. Ready. Fire!
Presenting Michael Redgrave as C.S. Forrester's indomitable man of the sea, Horatio Hornblower.
Many years have passed since that terrible day when the probability of death and defeat stared me in the face. But I can close my eyes even now and feel again that exhaustion and faintness that I dared not let any man see. It was a nightmare pause in a nightmare battle. Two partially disabled ships drifting rapidly apart, and each with no purpose than to patch its wounds and return to destroy the other.
I can see the Natividad again, now the score's clearing, sir.
How does she bear?
About 2 points on the starboard beam, sir. There. She's hove too. Looks a bit lopsided without her foremast.
She seems to have made no attempt as yet to rake a new one. Well, as soon as we can carry some sail aft so that we can beat the wind, we'll have her at our mercy. We must try and do it before nightfall, Mr. Bush, or we may lose her altogether in the dark. And, now what's this?
It's the funeral party, sir.
Oh.
They're already going out there.
How many?
14, sir.
Very well. Mr. Bush, have all hands stop work, but remain where they are. I intend no disrespect to the dead, but this ceremony must be swift or the living may be endangered.
Aye, sir.
We therefore commit their bodies to the deep.
I think we checked the leaks now, sir. The sail is fothered under the bottom and seems to be holding. I've been able to release all but 20 men from the pumps.
Good. Everything ready now for hoisting the mast?
All ready, sir.
Right. Now, Mr. Bush, it is important that nobody should haul or carry out any movement except by orders. I shall try to use the pitching of the ship to help in the raising of the mast. And if any man acts without my orders, I'll have him flogged.
Aye, sir.
Hands to the windlass. Mr. Gerard, attend to those slings. Mr. Galbraith, into the mizzen cage. Right, sir.
Never do it. The ropes will slip off the masthead.
If it jerks away from that stump, it'll sweep the deck like a broadside.
You trust the old man. He knows what he's doing, oh. If he does, round you go there.
Oh! Hoist away there!
Easy. Avast hoisting. There, see that? Clever the old man is. As the bows went up, so he ups the mast a bit. Then when the bows drop, he lays off. Oh, nice timing that is.
He'd better not make no mistakes, though.
He won't make no mistakes. I've never seen him make one yet. Oh, doesn't he look tired, though? They're wore out.
By the time the long and dangerous struggle with the mast was over and it stood vertical at last, while the men fished it firmly to the stump of the old mizzen, I was sick with weariness. I'd been on my quarterdeck for over 8 hours with neither rest nor food, and through the stress and labor of the battle, I was beginning to find it difficult to concentrate upon anything, so that Bush had spoken twice before I could force myself to listen.
I said, sir, that it's a magnificent piece of work, if you'll allow me to say so, sir. Shall I turn up the topmast and yards now, sir?
I fear it'll be useless to attempt to carry any canvas in this wind and sea, Mr. Bush. And the Natividad is barely in sight now.
Just a smudge on the horizon, sir.
Aye.
There's not much chance of renewing the action till the wind takes off a bit.
Yes, I cannot imagine the Admiralty accepting that statement in a report.
But it's true enough, sir. We're badly knocked about, and the weather's too rough to carry on the fight.
Nevertheless, the report would be received with pitying smiles, Mr. Bush. The excuse is too old, like the uncharted rock, which always causes a wreck. The Admiralty is 10,000 miles away, and they can't judge the strength of this storm from there. Yet even though I should be accused of cowardice, there's nothing I can do until the weather moderates.
No, sir, there's not. And in that case, why not take a rest? You look mortally tired, sir. Indeed you do. Let me send and have a berth screened off for you in the wardroom.
Fiddlesticks, Mr. Bush. It's you who need a rest. Dismiss the starboard watch and go below and turn in. While the enemy is in sight, I shall stay on deck.
But, sir, I
I gave you an order, Mr. Bush.
Aye, sir.
Good fellow, Bush, but a fool. A sentimental fool. He'd treat me like an old woman if I'd let him. Yes, I wonder how Lady Barbara is getting on that. Oh, confound it. Here's that idiot of a steward. Now, can't anybody leave me alone? Well, Paul Wheel, what do you want?
Well, I've been to attend to the lady, sir. I screened off a bit of the orlop for her, sir.
The orlop? But the wounded are in there.
Well, they're mostly quiet now, sir. Well, I couldn't leave her in the cable tier. I've stung a hammock for her, and she nipped into it like a bird, sir. Took a bit of grub, too, and a glass of wine, she did.
Oh, very good, Paul Wheel.
Well, now, it stands to reason, sir. A frigate in the sea like this, and a battle like what we've had is, well, it's a bit rough on an high-born lady.
Just confine yourself to facts and keep your opinions to yourself, Paul Wheel. The high-born lady joined this ship of her own free will, knowing that she was about to go into action.
Aye, sir. Now, about you, sir. Here's some dry clothes and a chest in the storeroom. I'm afraid the last broadside done for everything in your cabin.
I don't want any dry clothes.
Of course you don't, sir. Now, I wouldn't suggest it, except well, if you takes cold, sir, you won't be fit when we catches up with the Natividad. Will you change up here, sir, or come below? Now, look. If I just lash this here hammock chair to the rail, sir, you could sit there when you've changed and have this biscuit and rum, couldn't you, sir? And this here boat cloak will keep some of the spray off you. But you won't have to leave the deck.
Paul Wheel, are you presuming to give me orders?
Orders, sir? Me? I hope I knows my place, sir. It's all right, Mr. Bush, sir. You can turn in now. Captain's in his chair and sleeping like a babby, sir.
Good heavens, I must have dozed off. What time is it, I wonder? Impossible, it's after midnight. As black as the Earl of Hell's riding boots. Feels to me as though the weather's improving. Let's have a look at the binnacle. Mr. Bush.
Wind's shifting southerly and moderated, sir. Wish there's a bit of starlight even. Can't see a thing. The Natividad might be 20 miles away or only 200 yards.
Yes, I doubt she's close. She was going away to leeward rapidly when we last saw her.
Can't have carried out all the repairs she'll need in this weather. What do you think she'll do, sir?
That fellow Crespo who commands her is no fool. I believe he'll try to avoid us until he can get into the Gulf of Fonseca and refit. He'd like us to follow him into the Gulf, so he'd have the advantage of the shore batteries as well.
But he can't make much sail in his crippled condition, sir. And even if he could, the wind is wrong for getting to the Gulf.
I had observed that fact, Mr. Bush. I believe he'll reach far out to sea and claw southwards as far as he can. I shall return to my chair until daylight and attempt to work out what is likely to be his position at dawn.
Aye, sir. Morning, sir. Sea's going down fast, sir, and the wind's taken off. Sun will be up in 10 minutes.
Yes, we'll make sail, if you please, Mr. Bush. Here is the course you are to sail. But as I gave the course, I knew that it was sheer guesswork. Every yard I sailed might be away from the Natividad while she hurried to safety. My heart was heavy with misgiving, for I knew that if I had failed, there would be many who would attribute that failure to incompetence or cowardice. Lifted over the horizon, I paced the quarterdeck with every appearance of unconcern, determined not to allow anyone to guess at the doubts and fears which tormented me. When the light should be sufficient for the masthead lookout to scan the horizon, I might be justified or ruined. Yet even my resolution to remain calm must have wavered when my gloomy thoughts were pierced by a wild cry from aloft.
Sail
We found her, sir. We found her. You are right again, sir. Look, sir. You can see her from here with the glass. Dead ahead. She's coming round, sir. She's running away.
Yes, Crespo wishes to postpone action. He prefers discretion to heroics, and quite rightly, Mr. Bush. However, set every stitch we can carry, send the hands to breakfast. If we engage, there's no telling when they'll eat again, if ever.
Aye, sir. Hands to breakfast. We're gaining, sir. She'll not get away this time. We'll blow her right out of the water.
Never underestimate your opponent, Mr. Bush. Those 24-pounders of hers are heavy metal. We have a ship which is leaking like a sieve, has a makeshift rig, and is 64 men short. And our firing force is far inferior to hers.
You think the wind's going to hold, sir? Seems to me as if the sun's swallowing it. It's getting mighty hot, too. It'll be just our luck to lose the wind now. I can't trim it any more. Hi! You're at the wheel. Sir, here's small blast you.
I can't, sir, begging your pardon. There ain't enough wind.
Damn it, he's right. The wind's gone, sir. And look at that sky. It's like brass. We're in a dead calm and well out of range.
We will tow with the boats. Have the launch and cutter hoisted out.
Boats away! Cutter's crew! Launch's crew!
Now then, men. You've got a hard task, but it must be done. You've got to pull. Pull till your muscles crack and your hands burst. Now get your clothes off and pull naked. I'll have you relieved in an hour. Now, pull!
All together! Give way!
Look at that, Mr. Gerald. That puff of smoke from the Tivitan.
Yes, she carries 2 long 18s aft. We're going to run the gauntlet of those for the next hour.
That was nearer. About 50 yards off our starboard quarter.
Mr. Gerard, ask Mr. Marsh to see what he can do with the long 9 on our forecastle. I know it's not much use, but it'll cheer the men to feel that we're replying. Aye, sir. He's ready and waiting. Very good, Mr. Marsh. Show them some shooting.
Stand by, gun crew. Give me the lanyard. You cable length this son of a...
Very good. Try again.
Here comes some more, fellows. That one got us just above the waterline, followed. Oh, well done, Mr. Marsh. Right alongside her. Hello. What's she up to now, sir? The boat's pulling her bows round.
Yes, Mr. Bush, we shall now have 25 guns trained on us instead of 2. She's positioning for a broadside. We shall have some pebbles about our ears ere long, lads. Let's show them that Englishmen don't care.
Terrible shooting. Not more than 2 hits. Mr. Galbraith, let that main gun stay. Splice directly.
Aye, sir.
Mr. Bush, at what distance would you say she is now?
Oh, 3/4 of a mile, I should say, sir.
So I think. I fear our carronades will not be effective at that distance. Relieve the boat's crews and see if fresh men can pull us nearer. It was intolerably hot. The smell of pitch from the deck seams, the bitter tang of powder, and the smell of the blood from the wounded, combined with my fatigue and anxiety to make me feel deathly sick. I feared to disgrace myself by being sick in front of the men. They, too, no longer joked at the guns. They were beginning to sulk under punishment. It was a bad sign. Sullivan!
Sir!
Here, Sullivan. You your fiddle?
Aye, sir, I have that.
Now that, when we'll have a hornpipe. Benskin, Hall, McAvoy. A hornpipe from each of you and a guinea for the man that does his best.
On my words, Mr. Gerald, this will be a tale told and retold in years to come. How Captain Hornblower had his ship towed into action with hornpipes being danced on her main deck. smashed it to pieces.
Oh, pick those survivors up quickly. The sea is full of sharks. Starboard the helm.
Starboard it is, sir.
400 yards.
400, sir.
Now, Mr. Gerard, we shall begin to swing round. You may open fire first as your guns rear.
Thank you, sir. Cock your locks there. Take your aim. Fire!
Give them another, lads. Pump in into them.
Sir, Captain Hornblower, sir, Mr. Howell sent me.
Yes, well?
Starboard side chain pump knocked all to pieces.
Well, my boy?
Well, he's rigging another one, sir, but it'll be an hour before it works. He told me to tell you the water's gaining a little, sir.
Oh, very well.
Please, sir. There was 14 men all knocked to smash at the pump. Horrible, sir. I see one man, sir.
That'll do, boy. Run back to Mr. Howell and tell him Captain is sure he will do his best.
Oh, sir.
There's too much smoke to see properly, but it's my belief we've hit her hard, sir.
Confound this smoke. It's like being in a fog. Ah, Crystal, what is it? I think I can feel a very light air blowing, sir. Yes, I believe there is. Ah, look at that.
Look, the smoke's blowing away, sir. Oh, just look at the nativity.
Oh, she's a wreck. There's only others and not standing.
Rigging all round her like a net. And look at that great hole in her side. There's 3 gunboats planted into one there.
She's low in the water, but she's still fighting, by heaven.
We'll be on her soon. The closer we are, the quicker we'll finish it.
And stand by to reveal orders. Starboard carronades load with grape shots.
Look at them crouching on their forecastle. They're going to try and board us. Hell, here they come.
Carronades, fire!
Weapon cleaned. 1,000 musket balls smack into him. She's finished. There's no crew left.
She's firing.
The cast, ahoy! Will you surrender? Never! I speak on distinct English.
You must surrender. You've done all that brave men can do.
Casper, you fool! Your ship's on fire! Surrender while you can! Never!
Man's mad, Mr. Bush. We must call off or we shall catch fire, too.
Man the blazes there! By heaven, sir! Look at those flames! He's fired on himself!
I think not, Mr. Bush. It was our guns at point-blank range. She'll burn like...
She's sinking! She's going down!
She's gone, by heaven. Vanished as though she'd never been. You will join me in a salute to a very gallant enemy, Mr. Bush.
Horatio, Hornblower, starring Michael Redgrave, is based on the novels by C.S. Forrester. Music composed and conducted by Sidney Torch. Produced by Harry Allen Towers.